You can put lipstick on a pig, but guess what? It's still a pig. In a story out of San Francisco, California, this story is interesting to me because of the governor of California, Gavin Newsome. Now, for those of you who don't know Gavin Newsome, of course, I just said he's the governor of California, but I believe that this is going to be the guy who runs for the Democrats on the Democrat side. If not, it'll be somebody else, but I'll get to that at some other point. And I've been watching Gavin Newsom's move. Now, what's going on here right now is, as we speak, the president of China, Xi Jinping, is visiting the United States for a summit, him and some other leaders, our presidents out there. And if you haven't been following kind of the national thing, what's been going on with homelessness, San Francisco has been hit by homelessness, and it's been a huge problem. Well, like I said, Xi Jinping is here in the United States this week, and San Francisco did something that should let the people of San Francisco, at least, and the people of a lot of these cities know that these problems with homelessness, they can be taken care of. You hear about this a lot of times when Super Bowls or big events are going on, but let me get to this video real fast, and you guys tell me what you think.
And meanwhile, California's governor is pushing back on claims San Francisco cleared out homeless camps specifically for this week's summit. Several world leaders, of course, are joining Presidents Biden and Xi in San Francisco for that summit. Over the weekend, city officials reportedly cleared out areas of the city occupied by homeless camps and public drug markets, some now questioning why now instead of months ago. Let's bring in correspondent Nancy Liu, who is also live in San Francisco. Nancy, what is Governor Newsome saying?
Well, Governor Newsome, Nicole, admits that a big cleanup happened for APEC, but he claims that a push for change already got underway earlier this year.
Governor Newsome also, for some of you who may remember doing the COVID lockdowns, where they had the whole state of California locked down, but he took him and his family out to this restaurant called the French Laundry, or something like that. And they didn't have masks or anything like that, but that's Gavin Newsome.
This street not far from where the APEC is happening, the owner of this auto body shop tells me that usually he has to clear a bunch of homeless people from rush hour 10, and customers are sometimes afraid to come in. Major improvement in just the past few weeks has many wondering why it couldn't happen sooner. We've got miles of new security fencing now surrounding a 12-block area around the Moscone Center. That's where dignitaries.
I mean, it's almost as if they were letting this happen to those people.
Are gathering for APEC, and all homeless people who lined those streets in that zone just a few weeks ago have been pushed into suddenly available city beds, or they've just relocated to other parts of town. Overnight power washing of city streets has been constant now that the city is in an international spotlight, leaving many to wonder if San Francisco can stay cleaner and safer after the dignitaries in town. Back in April, Governor Newsome called in the National Guard to help crack down on open-air drug markets. While there have been more arrests, the city has largely remained a haven for homelessness and drug activity. It is less apparent this week, and business owners can only hope it lasts.
It's hard to see that these problems.
And what's crazy is that Xi Jinping is the leader of China. China is where this fentanyl is coming from. Now, what the Chinese people will say is that they're not sending fentanyl. What they're doing is they're sending the ingredients for it, and it's being made. So, but he's coming to, he's there.
Can be addressed in a really short-sighted way for specific people to come into town. Yet the residents here are dealing with really, really heavy, really scary issues every day, and there isn't a support for us.
But again, they voted these. Oh, excuse me. They voted these people in. So,
Are you angry?
I'm angry. Yes.
So you're saying that things have just been dispersed?
Absolutely. I mean, and to say otherwise just means you're not looking around. You know, just go where you see it all cleaned up and like, boy, this is nice. Go to the fringes of that and you'll see the truth.
Dax Englert calls it lipstick on a pig and predicts things will be back to the usual sad normal next week. For APEC, more than 1,000 law enforcement officers from multiple agencies are fanned across San Francisco, a city now infamous for smash and grabs and robberies. Over the weekend, a TV crew from the Czech Republic here for APEC, they were robbed at gunpoint. And many are noting that these cleaner tent-free streets, they are nice. How long can it last? But just to give you an idea of that, all of these tables and chairs, I talked to this restaurant owner at length earlier, these have to be cleared out. And in the morning when they open up, because homeless people usually live inside there, they have to clean vomit and feces before they open up. And that's the usual drill. But they haven't had.
how is that safe? Like, how's that not a health crisis? And look at her face. She's like, oh, but they haven't had to
Do that in the past few days.
Yeah, not in the past few days. All right, Nancy Liu, live for us there in San Francisco.
Out the News Nation. That is a good report. But again, I think that's a name that you're going to be seeing here in the near future as they make a decision on whether or not they're going to try to push Joe Biden back up for the presidency, which I don't think that's going to work with a 30%, 20% approval rating. Don't think that's going to work. But anyway, I want to know what you guys think about that situation right there. Get in the comment section, please, and leave your thoughts. If you are new here, please hit that like button. Especially if you've been here this long right now, you listen to this whole part of the video. Hit the like button for me, please. I do appreciate you. We are out.